Right now, relying on an AI coding agent means getting locked inside a provider's isolated ecosystem. If you want to use a highly capable model from one provider, you must abandon the custom tools you've built in another. This creates a constant tension for developers. We need the freedom to route complex logic to a paid API, and then immediately switch to a fast local model for simple tasks, without migrating our entire workspace every time we change our minds. We've ended up in a dynamic where our engineering workflows are forced to adapt to the constraints of the tools, rather than the tools adapting to the workflows. OpenCode is designed to break this exact constraint. It functions as a universal adapter for any large language model on the market. There's no heavy standalone application to download. A single terminal command drops the framework directly into your existing machine, letting you spin it up right inside VS Code. Once installed, typing the /connect command acts as an immediate bridge, linking your local codebase to a vast array of external model providers. You can authenticate a premium OpenAI subscription on one line, and in the very next session, seamlessly toggle over to a free open-weight model like DeepSeek. By physically decoupling the AI model from the workspace interface, developers reclaim granular control over their underlying engineering foundation. Once you have an AI model connected, managing the agent relies on shifting its cognitive focus between two distinct states, plan mode and build mode. In plan mode, the AI is restricted from writing any executable code. Instead, it analyzes your prompt, constructs an architectural outline, and asks mandatory clarification questions to ensure it understands the goal. Once you approve that blueprint, a quick keyboard shortcut pushes the agent into build mode, where it takes that approved architecture and executes the final compilation. If an execution goes wrong, the /timeline command maps out the entire decision history of your session. You can select a previous message to roll back the state, fork that interaction into a fresh session, or export the context window to share with your team. These mechanisms treat interactions with large language models not as dispensable chat logs, but as strict version-controlled engineering assets. Scaling this level of automation up creates a new challenge, keeping the agent consistently aligned with a project's unique architecture when navigating hundreds of individual files. This alignment is governed by a file called agents.md. You generate it automatically by running the /init command, which forces OpenCode to scan your existing repository and document its structure. This file holds your project's folder maps, the context rules for how data flows between them, and the core operational directives for the agent itself. You define the behavioral rules directly in plain English. You can mandate that the agent coordinate with specific subagents for feature implementation, or require its responses to be highly concise. The agents.md file acts as the project's constitution. It forces a generic, stateless AI to operate as a highly specific teammate bound entirely by your repository's laws. Beyond defining internal project rules, true scale comes from absorbing external, community-driven capabilities. OpenCode natively integrates with external registries, allowing you to browse and import predefined standard operating procedures right into your workspace. A single installation command embeds a highly structured, community-tested workflow directly into the agent's brain. These deployable skills act as an agent harness. They provide the rigid guidance needed to bridge the gap between raw LLM intelligence and disciplined, repeatable engineering. This same infrastructure, the combination of repository rules and custom skills, can be redirected from writing code to managing personal knowledge. By pointing OpenCode at a folder of scraped YouTube transcripts and leadership profiles, you transform that raw data into a set of context files the AI can navigate, just like a directory of source code. You can then deploy an Ask the Board skill, a custom SOP that instructs the agent to treat these personality profiles as distinct competing perspectives, rather than just static text. When you input a strategic business problem, you are essentially running a simulation. You trigger the AI to act as a multi-perspective board of directors. Because the agent is bound by your specific rules, it cross-references the expert's transcripts to generate tailored and often conflicting strategic advice based on their documented philosophies. The leap from scaffolding a simple server to running an autonomous advisory board is mechanical. It's the result of using a single framework to govern how an AI interacts with any pool of information. OpenCode provides the centralized engine required to route that intelligence. It is a system built for the scalable escalation of human leverage.